Hello everybody, today we're going to be answering a question that I get asked all the time, and that's what are the physical dimensions of my Lego city? Now I have a lot of people that follow me on Instagram and watch my YouTube videos, and then when they physically come to my basement here and see my Lego city, they're like, holy crap, it's huge, because they can't really put it together by watching the videos and seeing the pictures on my Instagram. So I guess maybe the pictures and the videos truly aren't giving justice for the actual physical size of my Lego city. So the first dimension we're going to be looking at here is the total length of the Lego table. Starting here in the amusement park and working its way down there to the far wall by the ocean. So this is the longest length. It's 288 inches, which is 24 feet long, or 29 Lego base plates, which is a total of 928 studs long. Now to put that into perspective here, that is 185 minifigures long. So that's a lot of little Lego people that have to be strung in a line all the way from end to end. Now when taking a look at the size of the Lego city, we also have to factor in the width. So from the train track there over toward the Lego store there, that is 70 inches or 5.8 feet, which is 7 base plates. And that's 224 studs and 45 minifigures. So we have our length and we have our width. Combine those together and we get a total square footage of 140 square feet and 203 base plates. That is definitely a lot of base plates, especially when you factor in the price being $10 each here in Canada. Just to cover this surface with standard 32 by 32 base plates, never mind boats, planes, vehicles, buildings, and many other things, it's going to cost you about $2,030 plus GST. Now a cool statistic that I worked out here is this Lego city is covered with 207,872 Lego studs. So for fun, to put this all into perspective here, I decided to look up a size of a large object. I looked up the size of a standard truck, a Ford F-150. Now a Ford F-150 is 6.5 feet wide and 19 feet long. So essentially in my little basement here, full of Lego, you can fit a Ford F-150 with an additional 5 feet, and that'll just take up the space of the table. There's also the table underneath the Lego city that we can factor the dimensions in as well. This area here hosts the underwater area and also the train yard, both of which are under construction, and I had to take some parts from the train yard here in order to complete the new circuit that goes around the amusement park. So the bottom here has a width of 40 inches across, or 3.3 feet, which is 4 base plates, or 128 studs, or 25 minifigures, of course. And the full length of the tables down here are actually 192 inches, which is 16 feet, which converts to 19 plates, 608 studs, and 121 minifigures. So right down here, there's actually a total of another 53 square feet, which is 76 32 by 32 Lego base plates, and yes, 77,824 Lego studs. So we have our dimensions on top here in the Lego city, and we have our dimensions from the table underneath. Now what are the grand total dimensions of this entire Lego city here in the Lego room? Well, for inches, there's a grand total of 27,840 square inches, which converts to 193 square feet. Grand total base plates, that's the standardized 32 by 32 Lego base plates, which measure 10 inch by 10 inch and retail for $10 each at the Lego store. There's a grand total of 279 base plates to cover the entire area of the Lego city. And here's a fun statistic. The grand total studs for this Lego city is 285,696 Lego studs. And once again, it is one Ford F-150 plus 5 feet. As for the tables themselves, I actually handcrafted them using 2x4s, plywood, and a bunch of screws. Now, there are actually 3 tables that host the Lego City, and they're all the identical size. They are 70 inches wide by 8 feet long. And one of them is actually hovering just above my pool table here. I do have a full video on how I built these tables here. It's in the early part of 2019 for my 2019 Lego City rebuild. We also can't forget about the shelves that go around the perimeter of the Lego room. These host all the awesome Lego sets like Creator Expert, Simpsons, Ninjago, Lego Movie, miscellaneous vehicles, the Saturn V, the Helicarrier, and of course my favorite theme, Star Wars, because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. You can never have enough starships in the Lego collection. Now I want to address one other question that I get asked all the time as well. A lot of people say, oh man, when you move, it is going to be difficult to move houses. And it actually is going to be a thing that I have to endure here. Probably I'm hoping within the next year or so. That's my mission, is to be moving or changing places in about a year or so. And what I want to do is I want to acquire a new place that has sort of a more modern and also larger Lego room, because I'm currently in sort of an older house and I'm out in a Lego room and my wife won't let me move out of here, and I can't start putting Lego sets in my living room, unfortunately, although I do want to build a coffee table that will host the Ultimate Collector's Series Millennium Falcon. But that's besides the point. What I wanted to address was what on earth am I going to do when it comes to moving and changing places here? So what I'll do is I'll rent a large 20-foot truck, like a U-Haul or something like that. And I'll move all these sets into that U-Haul. I'll pack up all the minifigures and vehicles and base plates and train track and all that into containers and whatnot. But I'll pretty much just cover the entire platform or sort of truck bed of the U-Haul with all the different Lego and Lego sets. And then I'll just drive carefully to my next destination, hopefully move the tables in the same load, and boom, construct a new Lego City in a larger and more modern Lego City. So that's exactly how I would do it. Just rent a big truck and throw it all in there and drive very carefully. So that's just another question that I wanted to address here in this video. So there we go. We officially know the dimensions and square footage of this Lego City here in both Lego and Imperial form. That's really about it for today. Let me know what you guys think by commenting below. If you have any questions or anything, you make sure you let me know as well. Thanks a lot for the view, guys. I do appreciate it. Have yourselves a great day, and bye for now.